Coming up on Mountain News this morning, members of one community are mourning the loss of a young boy killed in a crash this weekend. In sudden flash flooding in Clay County on Monday displaced some of the mountain's most vulnerable people. Plus, flooding caused a mudslide in Powell County, leaving an elderly woman trapped in her own home.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Will Puckett. It is 4:59 on Tuesday, June the 18th. Thank you for joining Mountain News this morning. Well, if you're getting ready to head out, it's going to be a muggy start to your Tuesday, much like your Monday was. But right now, for most of us at least, no active rain is falling. Let's bring Brandon in this morning to give us a better breakdown of what to expect. And Brandon, yesterday was a rough day on and off. And right when I decided to leave the station, it came a pouring.
Downpour yesterday. Paige was telling me yesterday when she came in that it was getting ready, or it was actually raining when she came in around 2. So yeah, lots of rain yesterday, more rain today. Let's take a look and see what's going on right now. Satellite radar the last few hours, not a lot of rain yet, but we will see those more rounds coming through as we head into the daytime hours. We take a look at pinpoint Doppler radar, some showers and storms up near Louisa, going into West Virginia and down toward the border there with Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee. Visibility a bit rough this morning, so be careful of that as you head out the door. Give yourself plenty of time to get around. Temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s, and your out the door forecast is going to feature chances for scattered showers and storms throughout the day, with more in the way of coverage as we get deeper into the afternoon. I'll have the rest of the forecast in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, a 12-year-old boy was killed when a vehicle hit his dirt bike. It happened Saturday night on Kentucky 979 in the T-Berry community of Floyd County. Now the community is coming together to help the family with funeral expenses. Mud Creek Fire Department raised around $5,000. Teachers are remembering Dylan as a shy student with a bright future.
The students become a part of everybody's lives, the teachers, the other students. It's, you know, we're a very close-knit school anyway.
Dylan was in 7th grade at J.M. Stumbo Elementary School. Well, Andrew Colgrove talked with the boy's mother, who's hoping sharing her regret might prevent other parents from experiencing the same grief. She says Dylan loved the outdoors and had already started earning his own money mowing neighbors' lawns. She says cars go way too fast on this road, especially on the straight stretch in front of her house. Dylan's mom says she got him the motorbike as an early birthday gift in April. She says she's had regrets about getting him that bike to begin with, and more regrets about letting him use it on a road like this.
It turned out that I actually bought him something, you know, that costed him his life. And I just want everybody, you know, kids don't need to be on them, and especially not on these roads. And I just wish I could go back and change it.
Visitation for 12-year-old Dylan Mullins will be at the River of Life Free Will Baptist Church today and Wednesday at 2 p.m. His funeral is Thursday at 1. Well, flash flooding left people in Clay County cleaning up Monday. We showed you some of that damage yesterday. Creeks swelled and drains were backed up, leaving front yards and some buildings flooded. Many say there's nothing they can do now other than sit back, watch, and hope for the best.
It's around it really bad, and it makes the yard terrible. Just hopefully it'll quit raining, and plenty of prayers.
Now, also in Clay County, heavy rain flooded downtown Manchester early Monday morning. People had to evacuate the county's only homeless shelter. More than 4 inches of water made its way into their building. WYMT's Lauren McCord talked with the director of the shelter, who says he had never seen anything like it before.
As rain poured down Sunday night.
I've been here 30 years, and I've never seen it rain sustained like it rained last night.
The water rose quickly in downtown Manchester.
I was scared, terrified really.
It's not a sight anyone at the town's only homeless shelter ever hoped to see.
One of the residents here, she woke us up and said, hey, we have water in the floor.
The torrential rain settling on the street.
We looked outside the whole road and it was covered.
And running down the hill, finding its way through the back door.
One down, call Ken. If you ever need anything, call Ken.
The shelter's director, Ken Boland, rushed to check things out.
I said to all the residents to get on the top bunks.
A faith-based shelter. Boland says he knew everyone would be protected when they needed it the most.
Heritage Inn really graciously opened up their doors so we could bring our residents there.
With damage to only a few minor items.
But we can replace those things, yeah.
Bowen says the blessing here is that everyone made it out safely. In Clay County, Lauren McCourt, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, Bowen says they hope to have everything cleaned up later today so people can get back in the place. Well, heavy rain also caused serious issues in Powell County. Crews rescued an elderly woman after a mudslide trapped her inside of her home. Several crews worked to get the woman out safely. It took 4 hours. Rescue crews had to cut a hole in the roof to reach her. First responders say they found her wedged in a small space inside of the home.
I don't call it luck. I call it the grace of God.
It's a low frequency incident. You don't see this type of rescue that often.
Now, the mudslide pushed the home off of its foundation, basically wiped out the first floor and caused the second floor to collapse. Officials say the woman appeared to be okay. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Just ahead, people in Perry County celebrated as a new restaurant opened their doors to the public this week.
Heavy rain and storm chances will continue today. I'll track it all out for you in about 3 minutes.